Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, heel faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cords. That's Draven Grimes.
From a distance.
From a distance. He is not in the studio tonight. No particular reason. Just, fuck it. Tonight.
Yeah, fuck it.
Tonight, we are discussing the strangest stipulations in wrestling match history. There have been some weird shit, and we're gonna fucking talk about it. Let's get to it right after this.
Cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Do heel shit, no one can stop it. Walking in the shadows, always on the profit. Fast cars, big dreams, living on the edge. Haters talking trash, but we ain't even faced. Just some rebels with the cars, breaking all the rules. Bosses in the game, always playing it cool.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, the countdown is on, my man. The countdown is on. I'm getting nervous, but I am preparing myself for the good old snip coming in the next few days.
Now clarify that you're not getting a vasectomy.
I'm not. This my wife said I was.
Oh shit, maybe you are.
Huh. I
don't want to spoil the surprise then.
Fuck. No. I gotta get the gallbladder surgery, get that taken care of. So the sooner I get that, the sooner I can get back in the gym, sooner I can get back in the ring, and sooner we can make our waves to fucking New Wave, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Everybody, New Wave is coming back in February, so make sure you stick tuned to HSP as well as all the socials for HSP and New Wave for a city near you. Maybe.
We will see how it goes. Anyway, so we're talking.
I mean, if you pay for our travel, we'll come to a city near you. Just pay for our travel.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are talking strange stipulations. You got any initial thoughts? Kind of set the table.
Well, I've never really been much of it. I've like researched the swinger style, like the poly style. I can't really, kind of convince the wife to get into that, so it's more of a monogamous kind of a deal. Oh, are we?
Jesus
wait a minute, what are we talking about?
We are talking about the match
stipulation. Oh, match stipulation. Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out.
Yeah.
Well, you and I have seen some interesting matches. We've seen anything from your mother on a forklift match to the retirement home match of 21 in between. So it's gonna be I think we're gonna have a good time with this tonight.
Fucking the retirement home match.
You know what? I may still have that on the YouTube.
That's horrible.
That's amazing. I love it. I'll look later. If anybody wants to see it, if I find it, I will. We'll put it behind the membership wall. We'll let y'all look at it there. Another reason to get the membership pass.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, do you want to kick it off?
Yeah. We can go there. We're gonna chart into your territory of growing up. We're gonna chart to WCW, and whatever possessed Vince Russo to put literally anything on a pole.
Dude, I swear to God, his ultimate goal was a big black dildo on the pole match. All right, because
he got close. My guy. We had Singapore Cane, we had thumbtacks, we had Viagra on a pole.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? I understand WCW at that particular time was like the retirement home for semi-active wrestlers,
Right.
but we didn't need to know about their erectile dysfunction on TV at the tender age of 10 and 11.
The Viagra on a pole. Actually, the craziest fucking one was which one? Old lady on a forklift match.
Well, that wasn't technically on a pole, but yes, Judy Bagwell on a forklift. Still trying to figure out what the fuck anybody was thinking in production or in the writing room. That was hot. Well, I mean, let's face it, the last 2 years of WCW was hot garbage anyway.
100%.
But this just added to it. So yeah, anything, almost anything on a pole, unless it's like.
Is there a lore about why he started doing that?
Nope.
Of course not.
I think this was the conversation, and I quote, "Bro, you know what would be amazing, bro, if we took like this bottle of blue pills, bro, and we hang them up there for Ric Flair and Hollywood Hogan to get up there, bro, try to break their hips, but get the Viagra, man. That's what we need, bro. That'll draw in ratings. That's what the people want to see, bro."
I'm pretty sure that's word for word the exact conversation. Yeah.
Well, I used a man and not a bro. I do apologize. I don't speak fluent Vince Russo. Semi-fluent. Just enough to half-ass understand his shitty comments anytime he's unfortunate enough to be on a podcast or a TV screen.
Right.
Yep. So what about you? What you got? What comes to mind when you think strange or extreme gimmicks or anything like that?
There's a lot of more crazy ones that I'll get to, but right off the bat, the first one that came to my head that always scared the fuck out of me was a scaffold match.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
Made popular. I don't know if it happened before then, but ECW and New Jack are what comes to mind in a scaffolding match. Essentially, scaffolds like when they're painting a fucking building or whatever above the ring. How high is it? 20 feet? 25 feet?
Give or take, sometimes 30.
And it's a narrow.
And you're probably thinking of that match that New Jack had with Vic Grimes, where he threw him off the scaffolding,
Yeah,
through tables, and almost broke his fucking neck off the ring rope. That's pretty much what you're thinking of. But history lesson time for you, my guy.
Please.
The scaffolding match was actually made famous in Memphis in the 70s with Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee and the Midnight Express and so on and so forth. The Midnight Express is actually what took it on the road and kind of became like their gimmick match. Like the Dudleys had the tables match, the Hardys had the ladder match. The Midnight Express had the scaffold match.
Okay.
And they would take it from territory to territory. And that's typically how they would get out of a territory. It was like a loser leaves town or some shit like that. And they would like 90% of the time lose their scaffold match. Which back then, the only way to win a scaffold match is to throw your opponent off the scaffold.
Right.
So I remember one pretty well. It was I think it was Midnight versus the Rock and Roll Express, and Corny had to take that fall, and he didn't take it correctly, and he landed basically on his feet and blew out both his fucking ACLs at the same time. So if you think 2005 Royal Rumble when Vince McMahon blew up both his quads, he was just really trying to be like Corny.
Always a copycat.
Yeah. Yep. Let's roll the TNA for a minute, because it's one of my favorite matches, but it was an evolution of the match. I haven't found a booker or promoter that would actually allow it to happen other than those shitty ass deathmatch promotions. You're familiar with a dog collar match, correct?
Dog collar match, yes, sir.
Yeah. One of my favorite matches to do. If any point in time I've ever had a choice, what kind of gimmick match I want to do, it's always dog collar. They're just so much fun to tell a story. You were actually at my last one where I won that IWA title. But what if we didn't wear the dog collars? What if we had the dog collars hanging off the ropes, and the only way to win that match was to strap the dog collar on your opponent, throw them over the top rope, and literally hang them to the point of unconsciousness?
Ah, we're talking about the Hangman match.
The Hangman's Horrors match only happened three or four times in the history of TNA. But every time it was one of those finality stories. It had to end the feud.
Yeah.
And again, haven't found a booker promoter for good reason, for good cause, to not want to book something like that, because it's all about protecting your guys.
Mm-hmm.
But it's on my bucket list of stuff to do. That and just a cage match. Cage match is still on my bucket list. Hopefully in 2025 we can knock that shit off. So when I roll into 2026 and I finally hang the boots up permanently, we can just say, "Yep, I fucking did it."
Yeah,
but I'm
absolutely.
not doing, but no fucking ladder matches. Done. Fuck
No.
that. Kiss
No.
my ass. All right. So yeah, Hangman Horrors. That always comes to mind about outlandish gimmick matches. There's also one of my personal favorites to watch. So what about you? What you got?
This next one isn't necessarily stupid because it's crazy dangerous. It's just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the Blindfold Match. This is dumb as fuck. All right. I guess the most well-known one is Jake Roberts and Rick Martel.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I've seen it, it's fucking retarded. It's
you know what's even more retarded? And this is kind of pulling the curtain a little bit. So spoiler alert, the 99, 98, 97. The blindfolds are fucking gimmicked.
Of course.
Most of the time.
Uh-oh.
It's when they're not fucking gimmicked and you go to a shitty ass indie show in East North Carolina where a certain piece of shit used to fucking get me booked up there. Fuck him. Anyway, yeah. I partook in a blindfold match. And growing up with who I grew up with, obviously I knew it was gimmick. There's ways to fucking do it. Like they do multi-layers. You have like the thin layer on the top, and you have the eyes holes cut or whatever. Or it's just like black veil, and it's just dark enough to where you don't see past it, and you can still like see it in front of you. It's like a one-way mirror. Not these motherfuckers. No. Nah. Let's just go to Walmart, pick up a couple of black bandanas, tie them on your fucking face, and wish you the best of fucking luck.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah. And that's where crowd control really fucking came in handy. Knowing how to work the fucking crowd. As simple as listening to them when you get close, and when you start hearing them, like, you know what I'm talking about. Sure. But my favorite, it's a Triple H spot, and I stole it from fucking blatantly, is when you just stand in a corner and you're like, shush the fuck up, and you start pointing, and you just keep your fucking arm going until you get red fucking hot, and then you just keep that arm going as you just go out. Yeah. And God forbid you try to fucking hit a legitimate wrestling move. Fuck that. Don't even worry about it. Just beat the fuck out of each other and be done.
Yeah.
Or just be a total heel like I wasn't at the time, and take the blindfold off while the referee's down and beat the fuck out of me. Hit me with a fucking power driver, and that's the end of it. But yeah, dude, blindfold matches, I don't like them. I don't like them. Not at all. So let's roll back to TNA for a second. Okay. This was the gimmickiest of gimmick matches because of the setup of the match. And it's always a 3 or 4 person match. It's always no disqualification. But the gimmick of the match is you're locked in a room with no food, no water, and no light for 24 hours prior to the fucking match. I'm talking Monsters Ball.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And I remember the original. It was Monty Brown, the alpha male, Abyss, and Raven.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Raven didn't get the memo that was a gimmick, and he actually fucking locked himself in a room for 24 fucking hours.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, I never understood why it had to be that particular gimmick in the match. Why couldn't it just be, everybody that works like a supernatural gimmick or a monster gimmick just go in there and beat the fuck out of each other for 15-20 minutes, and that's the end of it.
Right.
But no, they got it's early TNA. Vince Russo is fucking helping with the writing. Bro, let's tell everyone, except Raven, that they're locked in a room for 24 hours, bro. Okay? And then we had them go out there and fight. Don't tell Raven, because I want him to actually do it, bro. But tell the other two they can just, come in with some dirty gear. Like, just tell them not to wash their shit from the night before, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, dude.
So what was special about the actual match? Anything?
Early TNA days, it was just a multi-man, no disqualification, go through 2 or 3 tables, thumbtacks. Because anything with Abyss, shit's going to get fucking hardcore quick. Anything with Raven, same fucking gimmick.
Yep.
Monty Brown was basically just like, I'm the only black man in this match. The fuck? This is a hate crime waiting to happen. But at the beginning, it was also how they kind of ended the feud with Abyss and Raven at that point.
Mm-hmm.
For Raven to go on to win the NWA title.
I got you.
But it was only supposed to be a one-off. It wasn't like supposed to come back every now and then. Like Monsters Ball was like originally booked to be, this is the only time we're ever going to do this because we got to get these guys to stop. Because Abyss and Raven were literally tearing each other apart. Monty Brown got pulled in the ass end. And was on Raven, so basically it was he got the shortcomings of it. What?
Can I get the Chromebook?
The phone book?
No, the Chromebook.
The Chromebook. Yeah, we can get the Chromebook. Excuse me. Look at my nuts. Look at my nuts.
Oh crap! Wait, is this the school one?
I don't know. Let me see it. Oh, no, that's my personal one. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh.
All right, let's find it another time.
All right, for our next...
My nuts were in all of your faces. I teabagged every one of you. I'm happy.
I'm so glad. The next one travels into ridiculous. Okay, so let me set the stage for you. There is a steel cage. A steel cage like any other steel cage.
Okay.
Around the steel cage is a Hell in the Cell.
I see where this is going.
And outside of the steel cage, but being contained by the Hell in the Cell, are rabid dogs.
For a shoot, rabid dogs.
We are talking the Kennel from Hell match.
It was one of the dumbest things of the Attitude Era.
The dumbest fucking thing. And the dogs were basically just like bored and shitting all over the place. Like they didn't have anything. There was nothing. It was completely pointless. Completely pointless.
Who worked that match? It was Boss Man and
It was Boss Man and Al Snow.
That's what I thought. Dude, can you imagine having to clean that up after the fucking match was over?
Can you imagine
Could
being
you
front
imagine
row?
Could you imagine working with that smell?
Yeah.
God almighty.
Imagine being in the front row when there's dog shit right there. Like, come the fuck on. That was...
I fucking can't.
That was something special. That, if they had stopped at the steel cage inside the Hell in the Cell, it could have been cool.
The original Punjabi prison.
it could have been really sweet, man. It could have been like, it's a steel cage match, but if you're able to get out, there's all the weapons, and it's a Hell in a Cell. Like, that could have been a dope fucking match, but no. Let's fuck around with some stupid
literally
dogs.
shit on it. Let's literally shit on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
before we go on to the next one, let's pay some bills. So we will be right back.
Vodka evolved. Castell. Indulge in the Redvolution.
Bad guys do hill shit, no one can stop it. Walking in the shadows, always all the profit. Fast cars, big dreams, living on the edge. Haters talking trash, but we ain't even faced. Just the rebels with the cars, breaking all the rules. Bosses in the game, always playing it cool.
So what's your next one, brother? We are back. So what's your next one, homie?
Real quick, before we get to the next one, just want to let you know I got Raw running on the background over here.
Okay.
And first match is going to be Chad Gable versus the Mystery Luchador.
Oh,
So
damn.
within the next, going to commercial break, so add about 7 minutes.
That's fucked up.
They release this fucking merch.
Yeah, it's kind of, let's
So next,
spoil the fucking surprise by releasing his merch early. That's crazy.
bad timing. So my next match, it's WCW bound. It's, well, I wouldn't say it's WCW. It's more Eastbound and Down. Do you remember on a particular pay-per-view? I can't remember it right offhand. Where you had two guys work one-on-one, but they weren't in a ring. They weren't even backstage. They weren't even in an arena. They were in the back of an 18-wheeler.
Oh my God.
By far the most outrageous thing early WCW did was legitimately allow these men to attempt to work a match on top of filming this motherfucker going down the road at 35 to 40 miles an hour in the back of an 18-wheeler full of hay. Good sir.
Mm-hmm.
Good sir.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Dumb as shit.
This surpassed dumb. This was capital R retarded.
Capital R retarded and dangerous as fuck.
Yeah, we thought the dog cage match gimmick thing was fucking bad. This was 10 times fucking worse. 10 times fucking worse. And 10 times more dangerous. I mean, for the love of God. Could you imagine while recording that something would have went wrong and either that trailer got detached or the driver lost control of the fucking truck?
Yep.
This was the dumbest fucking.
Yeah, that is. WCW management should have been in trouble for that shit.
But they weren't because it was good television, quote unquote, good television.
Fuck all that.
Yeah. So what you got?
So let's imagine you're in a cage with a roof on it.
So we're in Memphis. Okay.
And this is in the Far East, actually. And the purpose of the match is to eat as much bread hanging from the ceiling as possible. We're talking about the Bread Eating Deathmatch.
I'm sorry. Say that slowly for me.
The Bread Eating Deathmatch. So there's a little bit of wrestling going on.
What's the country of origin?
I don't know.
You said it's in the East.
Yeah, it's in Asia somewhere. I would assume Japan.
I've honestly never heard of this one.
Look it
Not
up.
gonna lie.
Look it up real quick and see what you find.
I don't know if I want to.
There's a
Oh,
video of
boy.
it out there.
Bread Eating Deathmatch.
Yep. Describe what you see.
I'm waiting for Reddit to load up.
Let's
So
hear it.
I see a man holding a Boston crab with another man eating what looks like a hoagie roll
Mm-hmm.
with a what looks like 5 count. I believe you. I believe you. I'm gonna put this back over here. And spoiler alert, 99, 98, 97. Michael Cole just called Penta's secret the worst kept secret of 2025.
Beautiful.
Yep, called it right. So,
Yep.
bread.
Hmm?
Bread.
Bread. Yes, the bread eating death match. Hardcore is not the word for this, ladies and gentlemen. It might be the worst for your health match of all time.
Now hold on, because I could probably get this approved a new wave. What if for round 3 of Draven Grimes versus Billy Sharp, we redo the bread eating death match, but we use Texas Roadhouse rolls? Holy shit!
There will definitely be a run-in from this guy.
There's gonna be a run-in from everybody. I can see all of you motherfuckers just run out there with tubs of cinnamon butter, and we're just having to beat the fuck out of y'all just so we can continue the match.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Bread eating death match.
Yeah, that takes the cake for one of the weirdest ones.
Oh well, I'm gonna try to hold my death match for towards the end because it's glucose is not involved. But fuck. So let's run back to TNA.
All right.
I believe this was Bret Hart. January 4th, 2010. As a matter of fact, it's the debut of TNA Impact on Monday nights on Spike TV. It's also when fucking Hulk Hogan debuted in TNA. And they had a match to open the show, and it was a multi-man. It was 15, 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like a battle royal inside a cage, but it wasn't a regular cage. Sir, have you seen the Looney Tunes?
Like the cartoons?
Like the cartoons.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember the Sylvester and Tweety cartoons?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the cage that the Tweety bird was in?
I do.
This cage was around the fucking ring. They called it the Terror Dome. Legitimately, it was like a red cage, and it come up to a dome, and there was a tiny hole at the top of it that you had to somehow defy gravity to fucking climb out of.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sounds
The
like
only part.
sounds
this
like an
was a-
Elix Skipper special.
Well, this was past the Skipper. Homicide eventually won this match, which subsequently had Jeff Hardy's TNA return come from it. But Homicide's gone on shoot interviews and basically said that was the dumbest fucking thing he ever did in his life. He literally had to pretty much climb upside down like a monkey just to get out the cage to win it.
Yeah, his big ass.
It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, I mean, we keep going. I got one more good one from TNA, but I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
I'm I'm watching Penta just fucking school Chad Gable right now in chain wrestling.
Great. I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Oh, I'm going to go back and watch this too. But go ahead.
So the next one on my list is the Crybaby Match.
What?
The Crybaby Match. The loser in this particular match, it was the 1-2-3 Kid, had to be put in a diaper, complete with a bottle, and they had to cry in the ring.
Who did X-Pac work?
Huh?
Who did X-Pac work?
$1 Million Man.
$1 Million Man, 1-2-3 Kid, Crybaby.
Yep.
Why did I think that fucking Scott Hall was involved in this?
Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah. Well, apparently on that night, everybody had a price. yeah. Sorry, cheap plug. Couldn't help it. Apologies. I don't know. That was 2 packs of ass. I apologize. Oh. So let's talk a little Japan. And this is early 90s Japan. This is where Japan was the definition of outlaw.
Okay.
All right. Follow me on this. Electrified barbed wire.
Okay.
Explosive piranha deathmatch.
How about no?
Yeah.
What is that you may see? Well, it's nothing you're going to see in AEW because of PETA. But they removed the ropes and replaced them with barbed wire. They then electrified the barbed wire. You're going, where did the piranhas come in? I'm glad you asked. There were actually 5 gigantic ass fish tanks around the ring. 4 on each side of the ring, 1 inside the ring.
Jesus.
You gonna ask me how you win this match?
Sure.
You put your opponent inside the piranha tank. And these fish were not gimmicked, sir. These were legitimate piranhas.
That's fucked.
Holy there wasn't like 1 or 2 in these tanks. No. Nay. Nah. The fish market had these bitches on sale that day. And I guarantee you they went around the corner, got some fucking cocaine for these motherfuckers, and just let them hawk up on fucking cocaine. Because these bitches were fucking rabid. Dude got thrown in it with a power bomb, was eventually getting himself out. When he came out, he had pieces of his arm, like his inner arm, the fatty part, missing. He had a fucking piranha on his neck, hanging on him like this, just gnawing on him. Like this made me legitimately sick to my fucking stomach. And mind you, this is after they worked the barbed wire. This is after they was getting electrocuted. So they were already tore up. They were already bleeding everywhere. And everybody knows that when piranha sense blood, when they can taste blood, they go fucking rabid. This was horrid in the worst way possible. Dude, it was bad. It was fucking bad.
That's rough, man. Getting eaten up by piranhas. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
That is.
So I'll tell you what, dude. Let's each give one more that's just you even if when you explain it, it's just mind-boggling. We'll do that.
Right.
We'll go to a commercial. We'll come back. We'll plug what we need to plug. Let's send these guys home early tonight. You know, I'm feeling generous we got Raw on Netflix going on right now. We got stuff that we need to handle off screen anyway. So let's go ahead and just one more each. So
All right.
you want to take it first?
Yep, I
You want
got
me to take
this.
it first? By all means.
This is, you know, I have a close relationship with hell and its people. So I'm glad that this is a match. All right, and you win this match by lighting a motherfucker on fire.
Oh,
We're talking about an Inferno match, baby. I don't give a shit. You can pin him. You can try to submit him. You can extend that past a 5 count. There's no DQ. No, you torch that motherfucker. If he's not running around looking like a crash test dummy after a fiery accident, you ain't winning shit.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite one?
Favorite Inferno match?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably one with Kane.
One with Kane? There's a lot with Kane, good sir.
I know. I don't know. I like them all.
Oh, well, everybody knows the famous one with Taker and Kane in 98.
Yeah.
But I have to say, my favorite one was Armageddon 2005. And it was Kane, but it was Kane versus MVP. And like this was like when MVP first came in, he looked like a fucking Power Ranger. He had this ego the size of fucking Stephanie's boobs in 2001. Like watching him actually get set on fire was just delicious.
Nice.
Fucking delicious. All right. So you went outrageous in what I would say is outlandish, as in what we wouldn't normally see. You know, Inferno matches, the dog cage match, the bread eating death match, the most dangerous match of them all.
Yes.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't say anything about a Buried Alive.
I didn't even think of that one.
Yeah, well, when I think of something like an Inferno match, I think Kane. And when I think Kane, I think Taker. And when I think Taker, the first thing that comes to mind is Buried Alive.
Right.
I'm honestly surprised that wasn't like right there at the get-go. But for me, for outlandish matches, it was the overly complicated shit. It was the ones where, like, for example, everybody starts on the floor. It's like 20 men on the floor. 10 people can get over the top rope to get into the ring. And then 8 of them got to get eliminated by doing a top rope elimination. And then the last 2 do a one-on-one to a pinfall. Like that sort of fucking outlandish.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, that match has actually happened a couple times. TNA. And yes, my last one tonight is from TNA. And it's
Your
one
favorite match of all time, huh?
Believe it or not, yes, this is one of my favorite matches that I've ever watched. And I was live for it. That was a very nice Canadian destroyer. Very nice.
So which match is this?
So for my last match, picture 5 guys in a Shark Tank. All right? It gets better. It gets better. Now, what if I told you that these 5 guys were going to do a ladder match? Pretty simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go up the ladder, you take the belt down, right? What if we inverted that? What if we made it to where you had to hang the belt over the ring in order to win it? But Draven, how would you get the belt? Glad you asked. What if I told you, in order for you to become qualified to hang this belt, you had to first pin or submit one of the other 4 participants in order for you to qualify to hang the belt? Okay, well, what's going to happen with the guy that just got the pinfall? I'm glad you asked. That's where the Shark Tank comes in. And we put that loser in a fucking Shark Tank for 2-3 minutes. You see where I'm going with this?
Hmm.
This is Jeff Jarrett's namesake.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Raven won his first NWA World Heavyweight Championship, where I was live. I'm talking the fucking King of the Mountain.
Yep.
The most outlandish fucking match with the most ridiculous fucking overly produced rules. But it was so fucking entertaining. So fucking entertaining.
Good match.
Well, somewhere not. Let's be real. But yeah, that's mine. That's like the most outlandish one I can think.
That sounds good, man. Well, why don't you do the pleasantries and let's get out of here?
Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget tomorrow night live 8 p.m. Dark Horse, Draven Grimes, Edgar from Snug Wrestling will be bringing in the week in wrestling. More likely covering Raw because it looks like a damn good show right now. On top of everything else over the last 7 days, do not forget. Yes, dude. Sorry. Let me put my phone down. Do not forget we have Talking Shit this coming weekend with your boys Dark Horse, Draven Grimes, live 11 a.m. Sunday morning. Yes, we did change from Thursday to Sunday. It's gonna be the last time old Draven Wavy's in the studio for about a week or so. So let's enjoy that, my guy. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna talk some shit. We're gonna have some therapy sessions. Probably gonna laugh, maybe cry. How about no? We're not gonna fucking cry. Fuck that. We're men. We're fucking manly men. Oh, don't forget to hit us up on all the social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Trovo, all that at Heel Shit Podcast. And for a limited time, at least until they try to ban TikTok, we're also on there too. Dark takes care of that, takes care of it quite well. Go over there and give him a pat on the back. He deserves it every now and then. And last but not least, let's not forget the merch.
The merch
is fucking gorgeous, my guy.
Gorgeous merch.
Gorgeous. As you can see, old Dark Computer there has the Forbidden Kingdom hoodie. We also have that in t-shirts and tank tops. We also have Heel Shit Podcast merchandise. Other Forbidden Kingdom, we have the Retro Draven Grimes. We have the Retro Dark Cords. We have a current Dark Cords now. I ain't going to call it new. It's been out for over a month now. But we do have new Forbidden Kingdom merchandise coming within the next week or so. Keep a lookout on that. And don't forget the YouTube membership, $4.99 a month, gets you unlocked to exclusive content that's not available for anybody else. You also have exclusive pricing on certain merchandise. You have access to the members only Heel Shit Podcast t-shirt, all at cost, all for you guys. Buy our shit.
Buy our shit. All right, well, I hope you guys had fun listening. We had fun bringing it to you. So for Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cords. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call that? Bad guys do heel shit. Peace.
Heel Shit Podcast, where the